You ready to make history?
Yes, sir.
You ready to make history?
Yes, sir.
Hey, my name is Thomie Isreal. My mother did not give me that name. I gave myself that name with the hope that I could live by it, stand by it. And when it's all said and done, I lived up to it. What's your name, young fella?
Tru Frass. Came straight out of Jamaica. Got that name straight from you know when people smoking weed and shit like that, they used to call that getting frost.
Ah.
Yeah. So that's why I came up with the Frost.
Ah.
With the Tru now, it's like, yo, since I was young, people always call me Drew.
Ah.
When like, you know, in the streets now, when you get in the streets now, everybody, when they hear you in the name Drew, like they like, it's too close to my government.
Ah.
Yeah, so they knew, they like immediately they knew my government name.
Copy.
So that's where the Tru came in. Instead of Drew, switched to the TRU. Tru. It's Tru Frass.
I feel that.
Tru Frass in the scene.
I like that. I like that. I like that. You know, when I first came with the idea of this show, I was thinking about naming it No Views Necessary. Reason I wanted to be able to sit down with people that I admire, people that inspire me,
Yes, sir.
people that move me, and you was one of those individuals, man. And I wanted to be able to sit down with people that and have a good conversation with them. So I decided on the name A Better Conversation. That's what I want to have with you this evening. It's a better conversation. We get heart to heart.
You switched up on me fast.
Yeah, because I appreciate you. I appreciate you because I think back to the moment I met you. You're an independent contractor. We both in that same realm in that staffing industry. Right, we independent contractors. We deal with a lot of great big companies. And I remember meeting you this summer. I met you in the summertime. Blazing hot summer. We was at this rich place called a New York Athletic Club, but it was their yacht club division. Not their city division, but their yacht club division. When they pull up with their yachts and they get off their yachts and they hire your company.
Own island.
They came with, they hired your company and my company to come in and do the service for them as they come off the yachts.
Yeah.
And I remember meeting you and I remember speaking to you and I'm like, damn, this brother got his head on right. This young brother is sharp, man. I said, damn. It made me want to be, it wanted me to like reverse my life again and be able to do it all over again. And I appreciate you, young brother.
Yeah, appreciate you too, King.
And I appreciate you sitting down, making history with this very first episode, man. So with that, let me just dig deep and get into
Let's get it.
Get into you as a person. You as a person. Give me your fond
it.
memories of just growing up. Where you from? Like where you from and how you got there. Where you from and how you got there. How your family got here. Talk to me, man.
My family. All right, so it all started in Jamaica. I wasn't there. But my family was. All started from my parents.
Okay.
So basically what happened was, before they even got married, they end up flying to New York.
Okay.
So when they flying to New York, that's where we always been all our life.
Okay.
So now they end up meeting at some, I forgot the exact location. But they end up meeting at some job or something.
Okay.
And then that's how they end up getting together. And from there, they end up getting married. And then they had my older brother. Wash.
Okay.
So that's where Wash came in. So then we used to live by Cedric. Cedric Avenue.
That's like the mecca of hip hop. You know, hip hop started at Cedric Cedar. Yeah. That's where it all started at.
But like my family, like when they first came to New York, where it really originated from, they from 161st, 161.
Okay.
So like
a Yankee Stadium kind of area on the other side.
Like 167, right? Yeah, like by 167.
Okay.
By Walton.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know a lot of generals come out of there.
Saying it right, Wash?
Yeah, a lot of generals come out of there.
It's coming back. It's coming back.
But
like my parents and all that, it's like it was deep in the, like, I don't know about my mom's, but like my pops, he was deep in the game.
Right.
Like he was deep in the game. And then like he ended up, you know what I mean? He ended up meeting my mom's, and then like before my brother was born, he had to give that all up. Like,
right.
And it was like ain't no like little game. He was like big pockets, like chains like around his neck.
That era. Like that was that era. I know that era, man.
He had to walk like this.
Yeah. He
didn't want to tell me about that life. I ended up going in the basement one time. I ended up seeing a picture in the basement because he had like his own private area, but like he had some doors with a little ass lock.
Right.
Ain't no big lock.
Right.
But one day he didn't lock it. It was 2 yellow doors. Seen a picture. I'm like, yo, this man. Because when I was born, everybody was like, yo, you look just like your father. Like me. To this day, like if my father was here, people would think that he's my older brother. Like people think I got 2 older brothers now. Like nah, that's my father. So then now when I finally seen a picture, I seen it's like I seen myself. I was like, yo, damn, because I was in the game too. Right. But now that's when he had got out the game. And he found like he had got into structure. He got he found the Lord. You know what I mean? Good. He found Lord, and you know what I mean. He gave up all the game. He even stopped smoking and all that. Right. Yeah. So like. And he was living a righteous life. Appreciate that, because you know what I mean, he was there. He was there, definitely there. Right, it's dope. So then, you know what I mean, so from Cedric we came straight to moved to another side. I don't want to give my exact location. Right, yeah, I got you. But, you know what I mean? So we moved to another side, and we end up getting out the projects, like, and then they end up getting a house. So they got like a 3-family house now, you know what I mean? You telling me that. So then now, from there, like, I started school over by in SPJ.
SBJ, what that mean? SBJ,
St. Philip and James.
So your family was able to put you in private schools. Yeah. Okay, that's dope. That's dope.
I was like from there, you know what I mean? But I was in the hood at
first. But private school, that's dope. That says a lot.
So when I went to private school now, from like 2nd grade all the way to like 7th grade, I was like a bad kid. I was a bad kid. Right, gotcha. I was a bad kid. I was doing bad. I was smart. Like, if I applied myself, I was smart, but I was like a class clown. I got you. I mean, so I was in the back of the class, had everybody laugh. Like, right. I was like,
did you feel that made you because you wanted to be accepted, or what do you think that came from? Just a natural funny kid, or just wanting to be accepted because you was Jamaican, or what do you think?
Nah, I was like, I was always popular. Okay, I was always popular, so it wasn't about trying to be accepted or nothing. Okay. It was just like when I actually I don't know what it was, because when I actually grew up and seen like there was other like people that's like more gangster than me. Them niggas got 80s and 90s. So I don't know why. Like it was just I don't know. I guess it was just in my mind. Like I already past school. Like school was not. Like school, like I was knowledgeable already. I already learned a lot. Like matter of fact, we used to play me, my brother, my sister. We used to play school at home. Right. We used to have a board and used to play school.
So when did your sister come? She's the second.
She's the third. It was my older brother.
That's Wash.
It's Wash, and then it's me. And then it's my sister. I have a sister. Her name is Shanika. Okay. We call Nika Stars.
Nika Stars. Okay. Yeah. How influential was Wash in your life?
Oh no. All right, so basically, all right.
Wash was older. Yeah. Wash was older.
He got 3 years on me. Okay. So, but like how when we was growing up, it was like my parents, they knew I was like being bad and shit. Like that's why I have to tell you that part of the story, make you understand that first, because like they didn't really allow me to go outside unless I was going outside with my brother.
Okay.
I mean? So it's like like certain places, like if I was in school and home, like it was like, oh, where you at? Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's like I'll be home. Straight after school, but a lot of the places, like that's when my brother was there. Like any place I want to go to, he still does that now, because now we got another sister we're gonna talk about later on. Okay. But any place I wanted to go to, he would bring me. Okay, like, you go.
Okay, so that's what you picked.
And so and then we used to play basketball. That's where we first started playing. The first sport we started playing was basketball. Okay. Boat nights and that shit. Like I was like I had like the jump shots. I had the dribbles. Right. I had the jump shots and the layups. Right. He was my brother now. Wash. He's the all around player. He had the jump shots. So he runs point guard.
Copy.
So then we had chemistry already, because you know what I mean. So then we had another person on the team, and then that was our 3-man team. And that was in the basketball. We used to go Bronx, man, different spots, man, different parks, scraping up everybody, getting a name for ourselves. You know what I mean? But since we was young, from Orchard Beach, everywhere, playing. You know what I mean? Playing them games and all that stuff. So then, like, my brother was always there. Like my sister, Shanika, Nika Star, she was like, she was there too. Me and her, like, we was like in the crib type of. That's where our bond was, in the crib.
I copy. Good family. You think that come from having both parents in the household?
Hell yeah, definitely. And like me and her would like, there would be like a dresser would be like right here, right? Then my bed would be right here. We will put the sheets in one of the dressers, and on the open the dresser door, and put the sheets right in there, close it. Right. And then lift up the bed and then put the sheets under there. So now you got a flat land. A flat land like this above our head. We used to play tent. Used to back like we cooking in there.
That's dope. That's dope. That's family. That's family struggle.
We used to mash up a lot of stuff, and we used to always till this day, like we always had this lingo.
Dope.
We always knew what to say. Like
we are family.
My mom used to be like, "What y'all doing?" My sister's like, 1, 2, 3, playing.
That's dope. That's dope. Because that's what stuck out to me the most when meeting you. When you told me about your parents and your family, and that they had the house and then what you was planning on building the studio. And then I said, that's so dope, because his parents came in with the American dream, installed something special in their children that allowed them to advance higher than others. And I thought that was super dope. So, you know, I big up and respect to your mother and your father to having that structure that implied that in you. Do you think that's what got your entrepreneur spirit? Because I met you as a businessman. I met you as a businessman because you had the contract at the New York Athletic Club. So you was in there doing the contract, and we combined. We was able to collaborate on 2 separate contracts. So tell me about your entrepreneurial journey. Do you think you got that from your father, your mother?
Yeah.
Like, what side did that come from?
So like my mother, she was like more of like living like not godly but righteous life.
Okay.
Like the 9 to 5. You know what I mean? Use your vacation time and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Save your money.
I got you.
And stuff like that. So I learned that from her. You know what I mean? Building structure.
Okay.
But my father, like I said earlier, my father was like part of the game.
Okay.
And like once he got out the game, like he was on his own thing too. He started businesses himself.
Okay.
Everybody out here in Bronx, Brooklyn, and Queens, whole New York know my father.
Okay.
But they don't know
what kind of business was he in? What kind of business when he started the entrepreneurship? When he started his own business,
his first thing was doing electrical. Yeah. So like he would has his but he has one of his brethren, older head. He has his license.
Okay.
So they're now they do electrical together. So they built it. They built a his name is Gene. And they're building a business together.
Okay.
So then now they end up doing a lot of electrical side jobs and a lot of big contracts. A lot of big contracts.
Okay.
So then from there, my father end up he like entrepreneurial spirit is not just doing one thing. You know what I mean? You got that established already. Next thing he started doing so the reason why I say everybody probably know him out here is because he's known as the Kalu man.
So that's where you got your entrepreneur spirit from. Tell me how you stepped into this entrepreneur thing, because I have my own story with how I got in, but I want to know how you got into this independent contracting thing with picking up these things as far as this hospitality industry that we in. How did you get involved?
So basically before I even got into when I started doing music is when I started because I've always had
hospitality came first, or did music come first?
Music came first.
Okay.
Music came first.
Okay.
I've always everything that I did, I've always was moving advanced level at it.
Okay.
But it's just the thing about it is that I have that part of me that after a year or two, the shit dies on, fall off. I don't put that much effort into it.
So you say you lacked the consistency?
I was lacking the consistency.
I copy.
Out. Yes, exactly. So then boom. So then now, mind you, when I started to get into music, this was around 2020.
Okay.
We me and my cousins and my brother, and we took a trip out to Florida.
Time?
No, a little bit.
2020, right before the pandemic?
Right before the pandemic. So probably 2019.
Okay. So y'all took a trip down to Florida.
We took a trip down to Florida. So we always was into traveling, big traveling and stuff. We always was doing that.
Right.
We always had that down park. So then we had a nice big Airbnb. I had a Corvette. My brother had his my brother ended up getting a slingshot.
I like those. I like those. I like those slingies. I like those slingies.
We just had a slingshot up here. We had a slingshot up here before we went to Florida. You feel me?
Okay.
So then he liked it. But now in Florida, remember, it's
so we talking about wash. We talking about wash.
Yeah. So when we get to Florida now, he loves the slingshot. Remember, it's all heat in Florida. So he got the slingshot. By next day, niggas was vexed because it was raining. It was raining for the whole rest of our trip. So then it was that's where I had the Corvette. Everybody had their own one of my cousins had a Tesla, and then that ended up dying. We didn't even that's what we didn't even know about Teslas too much.
Right.
So shit was going apart, but the Corvette was holding us down.
Right.
And then we had got another Jeep. I mean, we was into shit. We was into shit.
So how the music stepped in there?
So then now when we one of his my brother was living in Florida for 2 years. That's when he moved out. When he was 18, he moved out. I don't know what year that is.
Right. So Wash went down to Florida.
Yeah, he went there for 2 years. And he ended up like, cause it's his best friend that was out here, ended up moving out there with him. You feel me? So now what happened was, they end up like they brothers out there was like in the music industry. It was all about music, and they had like big Pretty Boy J. He
Pretty Boy J, the dude, the Pretty Ricky type. Is he Pretty Ricky?
Nah. He not pretty. He not Pretty Ricky.
He's in that in that scope. Okay.
He got shit for the ladies.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean, so he got like a big studio over in Florida.
Okay.
I'm talking about his own parking lot, everything. It's like it's an actual store. Like it looks like Macy's, not Macy's. But like Dunkin' Donuts.
Like I got you.
His own parking lot, billboard, and everything. So when I went out there, I had the Corvette and everything. So we drove over there. When we drove over there, shit was huge. It had like studio A, B, and C. It had its own had this thing, something like this. It had like different rooms and stuff like that. So then by the time we went back to the crib, by the time we drive back to the crib, next thing I noticed, I'm in my phone writing a track. It's called True Goo.
True Goo. Give me a verse off that.
I forgot it. I don't even like that track no more. You know what I mean? It's the first track. But I've been rapping since I was young. I was rapping since I was young. You know what I mean? Shout out to Lil Wayne, Coach Carter.
So you think that was your info?
Yeah, that's my inspiration right there.
Okay. That inspired you. Okay.
So then, but I never ever knew about how to get into a studio. Like even to this day, a lot of people don't know how to get into a studio. They think how to make your songs go on Apple Music, Spotify. They think that you got to be a celebrity to get on there.
Right.
Nah, it's just anybody can, but they just don't know the ways to get on there.
Right.
Which I didn't know for a long time.
Okay.
I mean, till this day, a lot of people still ask me.
Okay.
So then what's it called? When I end up writing the track, we in the Airbnb. We invited some girls over.
Right.
We was at the club. They came over.
Right.
We had 2 Airbnbs.
Okay.
Two big ass.
How was y'all? And then I want to get to, but how was y'all funding this?
It all came to the electrical.
Electrical.
Yeah.
Was it Pop's Electrical funding it, or was y'all Wash had something going on?
The thing about it is when we started electrical, we didn't look at my father. We didn't go into his company.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we both got into electrical, I was doing electrical, my brother was doing solar. Solar, he was doing that's when solar first came out. Yeah, and I was going crazy.
Yeah.
So then and then a year later he came into electrical with me. He came into the same company that I was working at.
Okay.
And then while we was working there, nobody, when I said, because I was a beast there by myself already.
Okay.
But then everybody had a crew member they working with. So then the person that's working with me is can't find them.
Right.
So
let me ask you, do you think Wash also got that inspiration, that DNA from his father to?
Yeah, okay, man. What's your name? What's your last name start with? Once you had the last name Washington, you know what I mean? It's in the blood.
It's in the bloodline.
It came from my grandfather.
Oh, so your grandfather also was, okay.
Yeah, my grandfather has about 15 kids.
Okay.
14 boys, 1 girl. So I got 14 uncles and one aunt from my father's side. My mom's side. You know, everybody to this day, they hook on to their mom's side.
Right.
So my mom's side is big as just as much as my father's side. So my whole family is huge as hell. But they all have entrepreneurial spirits.
Okay.
They all have businesses. So it's not just I got it just from my father. I mean, that's where I got it from, because that's where I'm at home with all the time.
Right.
But it's the whole family's like that.
Okay, so by
the time I was be able to actually be old enough to see everything and remember it, all my 10, 15 uncles had already had houses.
Okay.
We was having parties at their cribs and all that, but so then for the music, so now we was in the Airbnb. We had 2 of them. They end up coming into one Airbnb. We end up doing a track. I end up playing the beat. I just had the speaker on. Everybody was just chilling in the pool and shit. I just played the beat. When I played the beat, I just started
atmosphere.
Yeah, I just started going.
Atmosphere.
I just started going.
Look at that. Let me paint the picture for a second.
I just see everybody just going like that. I just see everybody moving
that's okay. Let's paint the picture. Right. Let's see the picture. Y'all in the Airbnb. The Airbnb at the pool.
Yeah, but I started from inside. People was say it was 30 people. It was 10 people inside and 20 people outside in the pool. So when I started with the 10 people inside, it was all right, boom. It's all right, I wasn't shy enough to do the 10. Let me go outside and do the 20. I already seen them out there
you
jumping.
See them,
I see them jumping. They jumping for the beat because they can't hear the lyrics too good. They jump for the beat. I came out there now. I'm saying it out there. The whole 10 from inside came outside now. So I'm out there like, Within 5 minutes, I said, you know what? Got back in the Corvette, yellow Corvette, back to the studio. Back to the studio.
So you felt something at that moment.
Yeah.
You said, damn, I might have something.
Man,
you seen the reaction from the crowd.
Yeah.
You seen them moving. You seen them feeling good.
Hell yeah.
So that inspired you.
Then now when I get back in the studio, and then now, mind you, he only showed me Studio C. So now he told me, when he heard the track and came with the people, he said, yo, go to Studio A. When they got the Studio A, I said, oh, shit. They had motherboards, I'm like, what the hell is this?
Felt like you was in a space with Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre, a little A Boogie. I was like, all
right.
right, boom. Went in there, did the track, went out. I already learned a lot of stuff. When I started saying, when I do research, I do research. That's why anything I'm going into, I like when I'm putting foots in there, I know about it.
Okay.
So I already knew how to get my songs on Apple Music and all that stuff. Once you get it on one thing, it automatically uploads to all of them. So then
how did you learn that? Just research?
Yeah, researching, and then it's a lot about the algorithm. Like people don't know to this day, like the algorithm goes a long way. Like your Instagram algorithm? Like a lot your Google, everything algorithm ends up helping you, but it's like you gotta really do the research, which means that your shit gotta be seen if that's what you're mainly looking at. Like say this day, a lot of niggas on their phone, what they looking at? Like if I check my brother's Instagram, or a lot of other niggas shit, they got a lot of girls on their Instagram,
right?
That's what they're looking for.
That's what they're looking.
So when like if they refresh their feed, the first thing coming up is, you know what I mean, it's girls or a person that's in a business. First thing that's all they keep looking at,
right? Or
like my feed, like ever since I got my Pitbull, I keep looking at Pitbull's dog stuff.
So
now
my
Instagram started showing me
they start more open. Yeah. That's how they work.
So now I ended up finding out about DistroKid. So that's when I found first
and they've been around for a while.
It was TuneCore at first.
Okay.
But I ended up finding out TuneCore, and that's when I uploaded True Goo. So when I uploaded True Goo, it's like
True Goo. Is that your song?
Yeah, that's my first song that's out. But to this day, I'm trying to remove it. But
why you don't like it?
Yeah, I don't like it.
How did it go? Like, give me a flow of it. How did
I don't remember. Let me see if I can find it for you.
They're like, but how do you know? Do you remember the flow of it? Give me the rhythm of True Go, low. Like, how was it? Like, what was the vibe of it? What was the vibe of True Go?
I don't even remember, man.
Because I can ask you this question while you searching for that.
Yeah.
I also seen you in Paris.
Yeah, Paris.
I seen you in Paris.
Yeah.
What inspired you to go out to Paris and do music? Because I've seen you in the club, the white people, black people, everybody vibing with you, rocking. You in Paris, you doing your
my
thing.
Track,
like what was that move like? Was it a music move, or was it just a vacation move that turned into a music move? Like, what gave you to go to Paris and have those people rocking like that?
A lot of my moves is just like, it's not like I be thinking like, oh, let's go here and do my music. It's just, it's vacation wise. It's like I like to see a lot of places. I like my passport with stamps.
Stamp King. Come on.
You know what I mean? So I like to look at my passport and see some stamps in there. So now I like to go, and since I've been growing up here, there's certain places, like say if I got a girl or whatever. I'm single now, but if I had a girl, what I usually do, I don't try to go to the same place twice. It's always trying to go to a new spot. So the same thing with states or countries, always trying to go to new. Even though I go to Jamaica a lot, Jamaica's the top one. Right. But I like to go a little different spots, and it's the people that I go with too. Is like they do the same thing. Right, because I saw you move.
I seen you in Central America somewhere, like El Salvador somewhere rocking. You know,
El Salvador. I was in France. I was in Amsterdam. I was in what's it called?
I seen you
London.
You travel a lot with big money bartender, promoter, young legendary Haitian top of the line woman, Mara. Yeah, like what's you know? Yeah. I see y'all travel a lot. Like, who y'all come up with the ideas a lot, or how does this thing work?
She got her own,
because she does independent contracting also. She rocks. She got some contracts. That girl got some contracts. You see how
I met you at the same company. I met you at the one over by Pelham.
The one at the yacht club where they pull up with the big yachts and get off the yachts. And we got the food laid out for them.
I met her at that same company, same contract, but they have one in the city.
And that's the city house. Is that the city house?
City house. Met her there on New Year's, and then from there, it's like we got connected, and we just she got her own group. She got her own group that like it's like 6 of them or more. But it's like straight females, and they do their own thing. Like they do a lot of promoting, a lot of shows, a lot of their own events and stuff like that. And they do a lot of traveling.
My
group does traveling too. So it was like, but this is just like what happened is just like, I don't know what's going on with the niggas era right now. Niggas era is like I'm into like going to a club and getting a table.
Little section.
Yeah, table. Yeah. Or even if you don't get a table, go there with some bread. I mean, like right now it's just like it end up being a certain amount of people.
Like,
so then that's why I end up finding more groups that's more like me and build a bigger circle.
Build a bigger circle.
Got you. Community of our same one, of our same con. So then that's how. Now, when I went to like say I went to El Salvador, first started there with them. Somebody was up there. You know what I mean, they was playing Spanish music, and then they started playing American music. When I was playing American music, I seen everybody understood it. It was actually reciting the joint. So I'm like, all right, I already knew.
Do you think you get more response and a bigger reply from the audience when you in these international countries, when you're traveling, going all over the world?
I feel like you just get more love from people that don't know you that know you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, they say that a lot. Okay.
Yeah. So like, internationally, nobody knows you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they only see you as a American.
Right.
Yeah, American. You know what I mean?
Right.
So then, even in El Salvador, a lot of people was like, because I usually have the two twists. Everybody was like, yo, cussing that. I'm like, I'm not cussing that.
Right.
Everybody, I had to tell, everybody kept thinking I was cussing that. So it's just like when I went to the stage over there, they already thought I was a celebrity because I always carry myself. So you know what I mean? That's how the thing, you got to know how to move. So then when I went up there, I was up there with the DJ before he even started playing my track. He getting lit with him, you know what I mean? So then now he's like, yo, I was like, yo, play my track. He was like, yo, let's get it on.
Let's get it.
Because he already see the crowd already getting hype time moving too. So he's like, start playing my track. I mean, he had the whole shit on the big screen and everything. So we started from El Salvador, start going.
I saw you.
So then
that's
how I built that energy like internationally.
Because it was El Salvador, then Paris.
Did the same thing. I even had 2 clubs playing my track. In a big setting. In a big setting, they was playing my track. Then I do a lot of...
What track was that? Because I know you got the one with the girl, something about the girl. Is that the one that you did in El Salvador and you did that in Paris?
The one in El Salvador is that I started pushing out first, like for the rollout. Because you got to know how to roll out the track. You can't just put out the track and expect people to listen to it. You got to know how to roll out. It's like a video every day.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Consistency, a video every day. So then, like, boom, it was wipe his nose.
Right.
Yeah. So then from there, I was in El Salvador's, but it's featured with Caden, big homie Caden.
Yeah, okay.
But he wasn't out there with me, so you know what I mean. I did his part too.
I think I know Caden. He has contract too. He's an independent contractor too. I met him at the city house, but the New York City one that's overlooking Century Park. I think I got that right. I got that lucky with that contract right after New Year's, and I remember meeting the young boy. He stands out to me because he looks like the quarterback from Baltimore. The Baltimore quarterback looks just like that guy.
He teach me some stuff too, because like even to this day, like a lot of people that know him, he does like independent contracting at these spots. Like, you know how we are a community, we have our own community, we have WhatsApp and Discord and all this stuff. So then he was like, a lot of these people always tell me like, they're like, oh, you work with, Kanan's in your team? When I see Kanan always look like a celebrity. Like, you know how we got to go to the job with to these contracts with our work attire.
With a shoe.
Yeah.
We suited him with Buddha every time we walk into these corporate buildings.
Yeah, sometimes they might they might need us to do some lawn cook, so we have to come in there without looking like a chef. Do some chefing, or we got to go in there do an event server.
Or we doing a wedding, we might be doing a bar mitzvah, we might be doing anything.
So then, but I'll come in there with the attire. I'll come in there ready and set, to do what I gotta do.
Right.
Not Caden. Caden coming there looking like a celebrity.
Right.
He was coming late. He'll come in 15 minutes late and still coming looking like a celebrity and then change.
Okay.
So then like everybody just always thought he was a celebrity. So I always just learned that part from him.
Okay.
So then from there I was doing Wipe His Nose. And then once we got to like Paris, I was doing a rollout for I started trying to do my own singles.
Okay.
Because what happened is like a lot of these shows I be going to, a lot of the featured artists can't make it or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like I got tired of that. Especially with my consistent rate. It's like even right now I got a show coming up on February 7th in the Bronx. And I have a show coming up February 12th in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
The featured artists Big Homie Kenny can't make it to that.
Right.
You see what I mean? So it's like I started getting back into just doing singles. The
The
only way I'm doing a feature, I'm not doing no little feat. I'm doing only big feats. You know what I mean?
Right. But you think people don't want to invest in themselves?
It's just like, it's just like Caden, like, it's just like other artists, but Caden, he invested himself. But
okay.
It's just like investing himself in certain ways. A lot of artists is not paying or promoting their music.
Yeah, because I know when I was coming up in music, you had to be down with a major label. Yeah. Now it's mostly like independent. You can do it yourself, but it costs more.
Yeah, it costs.
Is it expensive to be a rapper these days, man?
Yeah. In the first year, when I started, because remember I told you I did the research. I was always doing like when I drop a track, I was paying for the promotion and stuff. And shout out to Papa Don. He gave me he gave me a lot of insights too. He told me like before he's independent, before he even started getting his money back, 150 in the game, 150K.
So you down 150,000 before you even make anything. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like
believe in your dream.
Yeah, believe in the dream. So I mean, so then that's why I learned from there, but I ain't had no 150K.
Right.
So my first year, I ended up throwing like $5,000. But that $5,000 didn't even give me a dent. A dent. Like, you know what I mean? So just like, it's like trying to learn the right promotion now. It's just like now I could put $10 in some promotion that I know. Right. And it will get me the same amount that I was trying to get but it's just for the $5,000. But it's just I'm more knowledgeable of who to deal with.
Here we
like
go.
Even to this day, a lot of people will get. Man, I mean, being an artist, you get a lot of fake DMs. You get fake DMs talking about, or we could play your song on the radio, or we could put your song on this Spotify playlist that's moving. But I already know how to check every Spotify playlist. I go on the artist, like just for a Spotify playlist. If a Spotify playlist hit me up right now telling me that they want to get me on a Spotify playlist, I'm gonna ask them for the link for the Spotify playlist. Once they give me the link for the Spotify playlist,
talk to them, educate them.
Is go to there's artists on the Spotify playlist. There'll be like 10, 50 songs on there, right?
Okay, educate them.
So then now I will click on the first 3 artists. Now artists that's already up there. I'm not clicking on A Boogie on the hoodie. I'm gonna click on I'm gonna click on the artist that's not up there.
Okay.
That only so when I click on his profile and you scroll, mind you can't do this from your phone. You gotta do this on the computer.
Okay.
So when I scroll down to the bottom now, his go says discography.
Okay. Get the jewels, y'all. Get the pick up the jewels, y'all.
It's gonna show his what artist playlist he's on.
Okay.
Playlist he's on. And once you click on the see all, it's gonna show say it shows 10 playlists. It's gonna show from 1 to 10. And it's from the 1 to 10 it's not gonna show the numbers, but it's basically 1 is getting the highest, and then 10 is getting the lowest.
Okay.
But as long as it's on there, that means that it's pushing.
Okay.
Even if you only got 1 to 10, only if you got 10 on it, the 10th one does not mean that it's not moving. It's moving. It only shows stuff that's moving on there. So now I'll click on him now. And once I click how much his monthly listeners is, I'll see his monthly listeners at 200 monthly listeners, right? And I see that Spotify playlist on there as number 6. That joint is not really doing much. That's probably a bot Spotify playlist, right? Because how does Spotify playlist got 30,000 followers, but when I click on the top artist on it that's not up there, that paid for a spot up there, because I know he paid for a spot. They got him. They got him. He paid for a spot. So then now he up there, but not moving. I can see it. So now I know you fake. Right. So now that's where a lot of people get caught up with. Right now, fake Spotify playlist is making more money than the artist.
So it might be about who you know. And that's a great segue to go into our sponsor for this episode that we appreciate so much. Yes, this one is sponsored by, this show, first episode, is sponsored by, in part by, the Tycoon Taj. Tycoon Taj out of Atlanta. The box truck guru. The
Crypto King.
The Crypto King. The Crypto Kid. Whew. The dollar cost average investor himself. Tycoon Taj, we appreciate you. So we can come on this episode and say what we want to say. Don't have to worry about nobody. Don't have to worry about no views. Don't have to worry about nothing. You said go in there, do your thing. We got you. The check will be in the mail. Let me know what y'all need. I got you. We gonna Cash App it, Zelle, whatever y'all need. We got you. We appreciate you. Tycoon Taj out of Atlanta with Urban Horses Trucking Company. That boy. We appreciate you. Tycoon Taj, Tycoon Taj, Tycoon Taj, that crypto kid, the dollar cost average investor himself. Yes, we appreciate you. We appreciate you, kid. Let us do our thing. Back to you. Now, let me ask you this. Tell me about these contracts. How you get these contracts in the hospitality? Because is it fair to say hospitality is funding your dream? Because this is your music is your passion.
Yeah.
Do you think that your independent contracting company, dealing with all these companies, Google, and I'll let you speak for the companies that you got contracts with.
They don't even know.
Yeah, I know. I know. Do you think that's funding your dream?
Yeah, a lot of it is funding my dream. Yeah, and I got a lot of other shit going on too. Like right now, I do just like what you said with the crypto, Tycoon Cool. I do a lot of crypto. I'm right now building a studio.
I was at that studio. Nice. You got a nice little setup there.
Mm-hmm. So I'm building that, and the thing I had was a car rental company, which I don't have active no more right now.
Okay. Because I saw the Teslas you had. I saw them Teslas. Those are nice. Nice.
So what's it called? But a lot of shit we doing, we expanding right now. We expanding,
Okay.
We even got a lot of shit in the back end that we working out. Like, it's a notebook we have it, like 50 things, and once one shit is all done, it becomes alive. Okay,
like me, some of my best places to work, I got this hedge fund, DE Shore Hedge Fund, amazing place. I love them. Kirkland & Ellis, a law firm, I got that contract. I like them. You know, what's some of the best places you like?
You know what's talking about Kirkland & Ellis?
Yes.
You know what's the funny thing? You know I was just watching a show. You know what's this? You ever watch Suits?
Suits is inside 601 Lexington.
Yeah.
601 Lexington. You see it.
Wait, when I see it on the first episode, that's the only reason why I end up finished watching Suits. Because I'm like, yo, they really in 601
Lexington. And then, they're really in there.
They're in 601 Lexington, but the floor they on is Kirkland & Ellis.
Yeah.
Same thing on between 46 and 51.
Yeah. I like Kirkland & Ellis, great spot. They pay you on time. The money's good. You ain't got to worry about the check bouncing. You know, those are one of my favorite. Those are one of my favorite places to work. I think I got Kirkland & Ellis is great. DE Shore, the head firms, they doing $60 billion a year. We getting crumbs, but those crumbs pay my bills. S&P America. Like, give me 3 spots that you like working at when it comes to this independent contract and hospitality, corporate catering thing.
My first one I'm gonna name is the only reason why I'm gonna name is because it's like, you know what I mean? It's like trying to fake it till you make it type of scene. Was my first one that I ended up with Spotify.
Oh, you like Spotify? I think that's 4-word trade. 4-1 trade.
I only fuck with Spotify because that's one of the platforms you upload music on.
What is true?
It's Apple Music, Spotify. So now when I was in Spotify, went on the Instagram, you know what I mean?
Right.
Got my Spotify tag.
Yeah.
Instagram. People don't know I got an independent contract with Spotify.
Right.
Nothing I got to do with music.
Nothing got to do with music.
But I'm on their floors. I'm in their floors. I'm in Alicia Keys' room.
Yeah.
I'm in Will Smith's room because they named all their rooms by these big artists big influential people. So then I'm in their rooms and stuff like that, taking videos and things. People actually thinking that Spotify.
Right. That's ours. Yeah. We
So
in there corporate catering. Yeah. Setting it up. Bringing the team up in there. Setting it up. You know what I'm saying?
So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, Spotify. I did Spotify. I did Google.
Yeah, Google's dope. I like Google.
I don't
like 111 Google.
No, I don't like 111 Google.
Which one you like? 550 is nice. 550 Washington.
Yeah, 550.
That's nice.
I did
nice.
line cooking over there.
Yeah,
they had some good sorrow. Yeah, bump me. As soon as I taste their
Did you
first
do
cup of sorrow,
57?
that made me bump me back to my mom's made sorrow.
Ah, that's dope.
Yeah,
Did you do 51 on the pier? That's right on the highway. 57. You didn't do that one?
Nah,
Oh,
I wasn't too much trying to be too much into Google,
right?
Because like Google is so like strict. You need
Right.
like just to
But
go
it's true.
from one door, just to go to one door to the other.
like,
You need somebody. That
ain't
got
no
a key
smoke,
code.
ain't no blunt breaks, ain't no smoking
blunt break,
breaks.
yeah,
None of that.
I
Once you
mean,
come
none
up
of
in
that.
Google,
Yeah.
if they gave you that contract from 8 to 5, you in Google. Ain't no leaving with your team. You gotta tell everybody on your team, ain't nobody going out. Ain't nobody going out nowhere.
Lunchtime is really lunchtime. Be in the cafeteria.
Yeah, they gonna feed you. You got ain't no
Good
need
meal,
to go
good
out.
meal, good meal.
Ain't no way. They got multi restaurants in
Yeah.
Google. Google might have 5 restaurants in the building. They got 5. Ain't no need for you to go out. You gonna eat here. And you're going to take your team. Y'all going to have breakfast, fully any kind of breakfast. You're going to have lunch, whatever you need. But ain't no going out. When you have that contract for Google, it's Google. Y'all ain't going nowhere till that contract is done.
And a lot of these people, like, on to this day, they try to hide where they work from. That's
Right.
for a reason. They don't want you to know they work at Google. Be it catch
Right.
me working Google on the street. But
Right.
I was dumb. I had my Spotify tag out, walking on in the train with it. People asking me mad questions about Spotify, what happened to my check? I don't know what happened to your check.
I don't know what happened to your check, man.
Yeah, I
They
don't
be
know.
on you too.
Yeah.
Yo, what happened?
Yo,
I'm not getting no
yeah.
plays. I'm not. Oh man, believe
Talking
me, I
about,
know.
Spotify took my track down. Said that it was saying that it was like copyrighted. I'm like, yeah, it probably was copyrighted, but I mean, so
That's
now,
not my department.
by next week, I started tucking my Spotify thing. I
Okay.
started actually giving it back to the
Right.
company at the end of the day,
Right.
because you're supposed to return that.
Yeah.
I was never returning.
Return. I know the
I
feeling.
always had my joint on because it shows the date you was at there
Yeah,
and your
that's
name,
true.
and you got a picture.
That's
And it
true.
says Spotify on it. So, you know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what
a
I mean?
fact.
So, but
That's a
now I
fact.
started returning it because, you know what I mean, it was too much problems. Even
Right.
with the Google, he would
Right.
ask me, I'm like, yo, bro, I don't work at Google.
Right.
Like, why you doing a Google tag?
Yeah.
I had
The
to tuck
fact.
it. So it was
Right.
just like too much issues.
So tell me what you up to now. Like, what's going on now? What's the plan now for this 2025? Because 2025 is too sexy of a year for you to let it go by. You can't let 2025 go by. What's the plan for 2025?
Step on it all the way. 10 toes and my whole foot bottom.
I got you.
That's what I'm trying to show you. Right
That's
now,
why they booked you for all these shows.
Yeah, right now I'm in for February 7th.
February
I'm in
7th.
Bronx. Then February 12th I'm in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Then I got a mic performance coming up with after our show.
Okay.
That's gonna be in mid-February, and I'm gonna drop. Right now I'm working on this new track.
Mm-hmm.
Just started writing this up, this Bossman D Money flow. You know what I mean?
I'm feeling that.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you this question. I want you to think about it for a second, because it's not about, because of your father, the DNA, and then your brother Wash, then your sister. We didn't really get into her. We want to speak a little bit about her. You got this great DNA of music and entrepreneurship. That combination itself is going to get you so far. So we're not going to say if, we're going to say when you blow. When you blow and money's no longer a issue, what company are you going to open to that has your passion, but also going to be able to employ multi-amount of people? What is that going to be? It has your passion and is able to. That's okay. And is able to employ multi-amount of people. What would that kind of company be?
Right now I'm working on a shipping business as well.
Shipping
business.
Okay. Is that your passion?
Is one of the companies that I'm working on that'll be able to employ multiple people.
Right.
Talking about all it takes is the more money, the more I'll be able to employ. Mm-hmm. But one of the companies that I'm working on right now would be shipping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then and like even like a lot of the companies that I do have, like say for the studio, it's gonna only be an engineer, so that's only gonna be one guy there. Then it's a bar part,
right?
So it's gonna be a bartender,
right?
So it's gonna be, and then we're gonna have. I'm gonna be the one that's gonna be doing the video editing at first, but then after that, I'm gonna end up employing somebody to do the video editing. That's only a 3-man company so far. So a lot of all it takes is expansion. So once I had that space established, and move on and build more studios, or like just get more buildings that have studios.
Right.
It's still gonna be a 3-man thing. It's still going to be a 3-man.
But shipping will be more.
Yeah,
but shipping will be more.
Yeah.
And then this is the reason why I said in the beginning why I'm inspired by this gentleman. Do you look what I'm saying? Look at, we're not talking about the independent contracts that he has at all these multi-giant companies like Google, and it's this Kirkland and Ellis. Now he has his own studio. He's into music. He's in DNA of entrepreneurship. And then inspired by his brother. Do you understand why I am inspired and had the great opportunity to sit down with this man? This is the reason. We talking about this man is already at a young, special age to be able to have this foresight, to already be building this foundation. Now you would see why I was able and want to be able to sit down, why I was moved, why I was inspired, why I admire such a gentleman. Look what he's saying. I'm telling you. This is the reason. Man, I appreciate you so much, bro. I appreciate you so much, bro.
Appreciate you
so much, man, to give me the opportunity to sit down with you, pluck your brain, man. Bro.
Yeah, because
I appreciate this, man.
Since I seen you too, at the Pelham spot,
right,
in the Naya Club.
Right.
So you had like that same spirit,
right?
But I could see it. I already see. It's like it's more to it. I seen it was already seen was more to it.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I already seen it was more to it. So now I end up finding out you do have more to it.
Right.
And I seen the Finding Summit.
Right.
Finding Summit.
Yeah,
and now
Finding Summit. That's my IG. Yeah. Finding Summit. Yeah, man.
So then now it's from there. And then you have the articles.
Yeah,
you have
the newsletter.
Yeah. You was always like. It's just certain things that people do. It's just not. You can't just put out a news article and expect people to get to it.
Right.
Every day.
Right.
Every day. We had what? 6-day contract at that one spot. Remember that 6 day?
Right.
It was like 12 hours.
But
it was like
what was that?
That's the same. But it convened. But the thing about it, I love about it, but with this doing this independent contracting work, we get paid. We get paid the day we leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then, but the thing about it too is like every day you was coming up to me like it was like you was pressing me at one point.
Right.
Yo, did you get on the newsletter yet? I don't see you. I don't see an email on it.
Right.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get on it. I'm gonna get on it. Tomorrow come. I ain't gonna see you on the newsletter yet.
Yeah.
Did you get on it?
Yeah.
Don't tell me nothing. Right. When I post up stuff on that newsletter and it blowing up and you don't tell me nothing.
Right.
But that was you by day 3, so I already seen like this is just like that's called promotion.
Right.
That's called promotion.
Right.
It's not. It don't cost money. It costs money to promote. Right. But your time is money.
What is a fact?
Time is money.
What is a fact?
It's how you spend it.
Right.
You spend it using your time to do this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then you could also use your money. Pay for people to see your link. Right. You got Google ads. Where you get if you have a nice good roundabout video where it can engage people in the first 5 seconds of the video, you will have a good kickback off of a Google ad.
Right, that's a fact. So you invest in $1 to make 3 or 4 back.
Yeah.
That's very important because a lot of people don't want to invest in themselves. We had that conversation. These people want to rap, but they don't want to invest in themselves.
Nah, it's not.
They don't want to invest in themselves. We had a person that was supposed to be here with us today. He was supposed to think, but they didn't want to invest in themselves.
They didn't want to invest.
They got other things. They got chopped cheese and a bag of weed on their brain.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
that's the shit that bugs me out too. It's like a lot of these rappers nowadays.
Talk about it.
Oh, you could burn a spliff if you want. You're not in it. But a lot of these rappers nowadays is they don't get it. It's like how you spend $30 for the cheapest weed out here, probably like $20. But how you spend that shit a day?
Yeah.
That's what 7 times 7. That's what
$140. Couple dollars.
That's $140.
Yeah. That's a studio session. That's a studio session.
Nice studio session.
That could be the hit.
Yeah, a nice hit.
Nas said that dollar that bought the lotto. Nas said something. I can't recall it right now because I'm in the zone with you.
Yeah,
he said it. That investment could have turned into that $240 investment could turn into a song that make you $240,000 before you go on tour.
That's the shit that bugs me out. That people, you know what I mean? Like to me, I smoke like an eighth or more every day. So it's like say if my eights come out to 35, 40, or even the 20, that's still 140 to 280 a week.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Why you can't put that shit to your dream? Your same dream. That's not gonna cost that much. It's not. If the more you put into it, the more it grows, and the more it's like, it's not even the thing with the music. You're gonna get it back. You're gonna get it back as long as you put the work in.
And you put the work in. Well, you know, like I said, hard work would be talent when talent don't work hard.
Yeah, like the show on February 7th. Like before I even leave off this show, or like before we even leaving, I'm gonna make sure you get a ticket.
Yeah,
because that's what it comes to. Is like ticket sales.
Yeah,
ticket sales. The more ticket sales I get, the more I get funded.
That's a fact.
And the more I get funded, the more they see on the back end. The more people I bring in, the more they opening up shows for myself. And then now I get bigger contracts.
Big contracts, facts.
Because it's just a lot of work. It's not even a lot of work. Man, already my first ticket sales, my mom's. She's not coming.
Right.
Just buy the ticket. Just buy the ticket. You can't even make it. You can't even make it. It's 20 cash for the Bronx show. You can't make it. Just buy a ticket.
Buy the ticket. Out of appreciation, because you know they're gonna be asking for favors when you blow.
Yeah, you know what I mean. They're gonna be asking me for a whole bunch of favors.
Blow. Pause. Yeah. But you gonna take it to the next level.
Yeah, but
let me ask you in the closing before we close this thing out. Give us a closing, something to take. Let's take give me something to take. Far as like entrepreneurship, let's put it in a box and package it in the 4 square. Entrepreneurship, music, family,
support,
and ambition.
Support. I'll say like support is like top one. Yeah.
Top one. Support.
Yeah,
Give me, you got 3 more. Support. Give me 3 more.
I would say another one is like-minded people.
So surrounding yourself with like-minded people. Because if you're the smartest person in the room, that means you in trouble.
Yeah, you in trouble.
Yeah. Guys, you got 2 more. Give me 2 more.
You said 3. Now you come.
Yeah, because it's a 4 square. We got a box. We putting this in a box. That's 2. It's 4 squares to the box. So you covered 2 boxes, 2 parts of the box, 2 corners. Give me 2 more.
Dreaming.
You got a dream. Everybody had a dream. I bet Elon Musk had a dream that he's gonna run America. He on his way there. Martin Luther King had a dream. Steve Jobs had a dream. Frederick Douglass had a dream. So that's everybody got to have a dream
and they got
execute on that dream. Execute on that dream. Or not is nothing.
Yeah, I mean, there's other routes that's gonna take you, but you always can land it up right in your dream.
Right.
I mean, there's not just you got to go full force on it. There's things that you got to learn still too. Like sometimes, like if you got a sport that you play, like me with basketball, that's why I learn my consistency. Going to the park every day.
I got
or if you go to the gym, you learn. If you go to the gym, you working out. You learn consistency from there. So you just learn. You don't need to go chase. If you know your dream, there's other things you could work on. So when you go for that dream, you rock solid.
We need 1 more. We need 1 more to close us out with. We got 3. We need 1 more. We got the dream. That makes the consistency. We got 3. We need 1 more to close us out.
You need money.
We need 1 more money. So you gotta get that money. How you gonna get that money?
You gonna get that money.
What's the morning routine? What's your morning routine to get the money? When you wake up? What's that morning routine to get you inspired to get the money? Because it's hard every day. It's hard.
It's just knowing like there's like a limit you gotta set yourself to. Like I gotta get this every day.
So it's mindset.
Yeah.
So we want mindset.
Yeah, mindset. I gotta get this.
So what's your mindset? You do tricks because I know I wake up 2 hours early with 15 minutes. I can lay in the bed with that 15 minutes early, and I just gas myself.
I'm gassing myself. To make $100,000 a year, right? This you got to make $275 a day.
I thought it was $333.
Nah, $275.
All right, so I can lower my standard because I be going after.
Yeah. I mean,
paying out $333 up a day.
I be seeing you in a WhatsApp chat.
$333. I need $333 a day. That's low for my age. I just was telling the engineer here. I said I'm getting $333 a day easy. I need $1,633 a day. You know what I'm saying?
So it's just like it's just like. You just knowing that just $100,000, you got to make $275 a day.
Talk to
me.
So
it's just like you just had to have it's just a strong mindset.
Strong mindset.
So it's like you could have a job and you could try to do things on the side to make you build.
That's a fact.
To make you build, and once you graph it out, You do the graph, you do your 7 days. If it come out 275 a day, you
did your numbers.
You in the next comma. You in the next comma. You in the next desk.
Hey King, man, you know I really appreciate you coming here and making history with this first. You know what I'm saying? A better conversation. I think we had a better conversation than any other podcast or other show or any podcast, any YouTube. I appreciate you, King.
Yes,
because
sir.
You motivate you.
And if y'all want to check me out, make sure y'all check me out on all platforms. I'm on Spotify.
Talk to him.
Artists. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Apple Music, and I'm even on SoundCloud for all of the people that want to listen to it for free.
Check them out, man.
SoundCloud,
check them out.
YouTube, and all that. Make sure y'all go listen to my new track,
Please.
Love or What? How can you love or let her go?
How can you love and let her go?
To me, nigga, that's a hell no. Make sure y'all go listen to my new track, too, Droid, on the road on a sex job.
Shout out to Tycoon Charles. Shout out to Wash. Shout out to Wash.
Big shout out to Wash. Big shout out to big homie Caden.
God, Caden, we gotta get you up in there, B.
Big shout out to Ace King.
Ace King, we gotta get you up in here. I was trying to book you too, Ace King. You acting like you on tour with Drake, B. I've been trying to reach out to you.
He is working. He working.
Yeah, I'm trying to reach out to you, Ace King.
Ace King, we working.
Gotta get you onto this a better conversation.
Yes,
That's
sir,
what we dig
sir.
deep. We dig deep, heart to heart. We ain't worried about no views. We worried about heart to heart conversations that our kids and our grandkids could look back on and be like, that's my dad. That's my granddad. That's my dad. That's what it's about. Because when I was growing up,
you got another episode coming up.
Oh yeah, I got another one thing. Yeah, we got plenty. This thing gonna come out every week. We not lighting up. 2022 have too sexy of a year to just let it fly by. You better start something. With that, we gone. We appreciate you. A better conversation. It's gone.